I never was your girl. You can burn my clothes when I'm gone. Or you can tell your friends what a fool I've been. Laugh and joke about me on the phone. Don't turn around, go back onto the bar. You can tell my feet to hit the floor. Or you can tell my lips to tell my fingertips they won't be reaching out for you no more. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think you'd understand. If you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill the man. You can tell your mom I moved to Arkansas. You can tell your dad to pick my leg. I tell your brother Cliff, who's just can tell my lip, he never really liked me anyway. Tell your Aunt Louise, tell anything you please, but celebrate knows I'm not okay. Or you can tell my eye to watch out for my eye. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, just don't think he'd understand. If you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. My heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. If you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill a man. Now music. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill the man. But don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. Ooh, and if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. Last one. Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. And if you tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, he might blow up and kill this man. Million hearts and 6 million ducks, 7 million barrels of porter. Oh yeah, 8 million bales of old nanny God's tails in the hold of the Irish rover. There was old Mickey Coots, who played hard on his flute when the ladies lined up for his set. He was tooting with skill for his sparkling quadrille, though the dancers were feathered and bet. With his smart witty talk, he was cock of the walk. He rolled the dames under and over. They all knew at a glance when he took up his stance that he sailed in the Irish rover. You have a choice, even if you cannot hear my voice. I'll be right beside you, dear. Must a man walk down before you can call him a man? Yes, and how many seas must a wife sail before she sleeps in the sand? Yes, and how many times must the cannonballs fly before they are forever banned? The answer, my friend, beautiful, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. How many times can a man look up before he can see the sky? Yes, and how many years must one man have before he can hear people cry? that too many people have died. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. Yes, and how many years can a mountain exist before it is washed to the sea? And how many years can some people exist before they're allowed to be free? Yes, and how many times can a man turn his head, pretending that he just doesn't see? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the shit in the face.
Nobody's watching. Oh.
We're into experimental stuff here.
1, 2, 3, 4. On the dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, saw a shimmering light. Head grew heavy and my sight grew dim. Had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway, heard the mission bells. I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven, this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices in the corridor, thought I heard them say, come on man, welcome to Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. They're living it up at the Hotel California. Any time of year, you can find it here. Her mind is Tiffany twisted. She got Mercedes Benz. She got lots of pretty boys that she calls friends. How they dance in the courtyard, sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain, I said, please bring me my wine. He said, haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still those voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. They're living it up at the Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Bring your alibis. Well, mirrors on the ceiling, pink and paint are nice. She said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. In the master's chambers they are gathered for the feast. They can stab it with their stealing knives, but they just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. Had to find the passage here to the place I was before. Relax at the night, man, we are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like. Funsters can't leave. I said, welcome to the Hotel California. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba. Such a lovely place. Such a lovely face. Number two. They're leaving me up at the Hotel California. Da, ba, ba, da, ba, ba. What a nice surprise. Bring your alibi. Never do that on you.
Northwest one. There's a green-eyed yellow idol to the north of Kathmandu. There's a little marble cross below the town. There's a broken-hearted woman, tends the grave of Mad Carew, and the little yellow god forever gazes down. He was known as Mad Carew by the subs at Kathmandu, and he was hotter than they felt inclined to tell. But for all his foolish pranks, he was worshipped in the ranks, and the colonel's daughter smiled on him as well. He had loved her all along with a passion that was strong. And the fact that she loved him was plain to all. She was nearly 21, and arrangements had begun to celebrate her birthday with a ball. Oh yes. He wrote to her to ask what present she would like from Mad Carew, and they met next day as he dismissed a squad. She jestingly told him that nothing else would do but the green eye of the little yellow god. On the night before the dance, Mad Carew seemed in a trance, and they chaffed him as they puffed on their cigars. But for once he failed to smile, and he sat alone a while, and then he went out into the night beneath the stars. He returned before the dawn with his shirt and tunic torn, and gash across his temple dripping red. Councillors. He was patched up right away, and he slept throughout the day, and the colonel's daughter was beside his bed. He woke at last and asked if they could bring his tunic through. She brought it, and he thanked her with a nod. Yeah. All right, and he said, he'd better search the pocket, saying, that's from Mad Carew. And she found the little green eye of the god. She upbraided Mad Carew the way that women do. Oh, God, do I know. Anyway, though both her eyes were strangely hot and wet, but she couldn't take the stone, and Mad Carew was left alone with the jewel that he chanced his life to get. When the ball was at its height on that still and tropic night, she thought of him and hurried to his room. As she crossed the barrack square, he could hear the dreamy air of a waltz tune softly stealing through the gloom. His door was open wide, the silver moonlight shining through. The place was wet and slippery where she trod. An ugly life lay buried in the heart of Mad Carew. 'Twas the vengeance of the little yellow god. There's a green-eyed yellow idol to the north of Kathmandu. There's a little marble cross below the town. There's a broken-hearted woman tends the grave of Mad Carew, and the little yellow god forever gazes down.
Oh.